Hello, welcome back. We are celebrating Black History Month and honoring the incredible people in our community. Jonathan Batista made history as the first Black principal dancer in the Pacific Northwest Ballet.
Yeah, he's going to be performing this weekend at McCaw Hall in Seattle. So joining us to share more about his journey, welcome Jonathan Batista.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, thanks for coming on our show.
Well, thank you for having me.
You're so accomplished. Tell us about the moment that you fell in love with ballet.
Oh my goodness, my parents really just had me doing lots of things. I studied martial arts, and from that I went to sports, and one day I found myself in dance. And I found myself in ballroom dancing, and then ballet happened. And I think I really fell in love with it when I started traveling and I started experiencing new cultures, new people, and what they really represented.
That's amazing. And, you know, just before we started recording here, I was telling you that I lived in Oklahoma City when you danced for that ballet company. And, you know, you really are just such a joy to watch. How were you able to build that presence and that confidence that you display so wonderfully?
Thank you. It's a world that you go in, and you're allowed to just become vulnerable and allow yourself to just be that role, right? That prince role. And also it was a dream come true for me to become a principal dancer with the Oklahoma City Ballet at first and play prince roles and things that I really dreamed of when I was a kid.
Yeah, tell us a little bit more about your journey. I know you've lived in so many cool places and been a part of so many productions. Tell us about the journey to get here.
Oh, absolutely. So I started dancing in Brazil and in Rio de Janeiro, and then I got a scholarship for Miami City Ballet at first. But I decided to move to England, and I joined the English National Ballet School. I also went through the Royal Ballet School, also in London. And once I graduated, I joined Miami City Ballet, and I did Miami City Ballet, the National Ballet of Canada, came back to the United States to join the Boston Ballet, Cincinnati Ballet, Milwaukee Ballet, Oklahoma City Ballet, and today I'm here with the Pacific Northwest Ballet.
Well, that seems like a good way to get to know a whole bunch of different places.
Absolutely.
What place did you love that you didn't expect to love?
Oh, yes, and I didn't even mention, I loved Switzerland.
Ooh.
It was just beautiful, all the mountains and everything, the culture itself. And I also liked Germany, a little bit of Munich.
Yeah, you and Maria have a lot in common. She lived in Germany,
I also lived in Germany just for a year. I was just tooling around. I didn't do anything so impressive. But, you know, talk to me about what it is that you want people to know and love about ballet, because they're big fans like me, but I think some people just don't go and try and watch.
Absolutely. I think it's a beautiful art form, and ballet has so many languages to it as well. You can express yourself as you desire, and you have that room to be yourself. Especially here with the Pacific Northwest Ballet, we have so many voices when it comes to choreographers, you know, Black choreographers who comes from different backgrounds. We just had Mr. Dwight Roden from Complexions Ballet Company, choreograph a new piece for the company, and it was fantastic to just experience that. And also with the choreographer's vision, just choreographing on you, on who you are as an individual, it was just one of the most special things ever. And also ballet is accessible for all. You can come to Pacific Northwest Ballet School and take open classes.
Oh,
and
cool.
so we do offer those possibilities for all people to join us.
Nice. I would have to take a lot of classes. I'm very clumsy. Go ahead.
We're just so polite here. What does it mean to you to be the first Black principal dancer for Pacific Northwest Ballet?
Wow. I mean, when I heard it the first time, you know, it was just, I was at a loss for words, because it was just that moment, you know, that I dreamed about. And also, it took me back to England when I first saw the first Black principal dancer with the Royal Ballet, Carlos Acosta, a Black dancer himself. And when I looked at him, I saw myself on stage, and I really understood. And that moment informed me that it was possible, because it really takes representation for you to understand what you can become. And now I understand that it is possible to become a quarter ballet in a ballet company. It's possible to become a soloist and one day get to principal dancer.
Yes.
So it was just such a special moment. It was a community celebration, and it was a moment for history as well.
Have you ever had a chance to tell that person what they meant to you and inspiring you?
Well, I was in the room with that person. I couldn't say much. You know, I was just so inspired.
Yeah.
That is still to these days one of my dance heroes.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Now, before we leave, I have to show you this picture. This is one of the reasons I'm such a huge fan. I was a little baby ballerina.
Oh, my goodness.
This is me in high school, and I danced my whole childhood. And I'll tell you, I had a lot of fun. No great talent, but it was beautiful. It was fun, and I was very sad when that time in my life ended for me. So I just am so happy when I see people who get to keep living that dream. So congratulations to you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. That was beautiful. Might I suggest that was Swan Lake?
Yes, I was the Black Swan.
There you go.
Nice. Jonathan, thank you so much for coming on our show.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. You can catch his upcoming show, Giselle, at McCaw Hall. We've got a link to all those details up on our website, fox13seattle.com/Studio 13 Live.